Hey everybody, a little bit of a blog video here. I'm going to put this up simultaneously on my channel, BK's Bullets, and the Comic Timing YouTube channel. I just saw something that kind of pissed me off. It's kind of outside the comic book community, so like many others of you guys that subscribe to and watch YouTube videos, I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing to these channels. We appreciate you, the audience. Anybody that watches YouTube and subscribes to people and watches their videos on a daily basis, or whenever they pull up, you feel some sort of connection to someone. You know what I mean? And that connection, it means something, and it should, because you as the viewer are investing your time and your energy and your effort into paying attention to what I have to say, or a podcast, or whatever it is. And over a long length of time, you start feeling connections with people and start feeling some certain way about them, whether you like them as a person or you like them as a perspective, even just based off that small little glimpse of who they present themselves on that video to be. You know what I mean? So, and you do the same thing with an actor over a TV series or a movie. If you follow them all the way through their career, you feel some sort of way about them. What I really want to say is fuck you, Finn McKenty. Fuck you. So for those of you not in the know, and I just saw Anthony Fantano's video about this, Finn McKenty was a YouTuber that I subscribed to, both of his channels, Punk Rock MBA and his personal Finn McKenty channel, which he did all the Twitch videos and stuff like that on, more unedited content and podcasts and Twitch clips, things like that. And I have watched him over probably the last 5 or 6 years, like probably before COVID, maybe 2019. And he recently stopped doing any videos, and I'm like, what happened? What happened? And then I turn on, I'm wrapping gifts here. I've taken some leave from work for the Christmas season, wrapping gifts, and I just turn on YouTube, as most of you probably do, doing something else while you're wrapping gifts, whether it listen to a podcast, watch one of my videos, listening to a Comic Timing podcast, whatever, plug, shameless plug. And I see this video from Anthony Fantano saying he lied about everything. And he's got clips of some other interview Finn McKenty just recently did, and he basically says, like, yeah, I did music YouTube for the money, and I'm done, I made enough money, and like that's all I really need to do right now. So he's quitting. And like, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean? You are, and I'm a little bit bitter here, I guess, because like I've been doing my stuff for a long, long time. I've been doing the Comic Timing podcast with Ian and Jamal and Raph and Brandon and Donovan and Chris, for a long, long time. I started talking to Ian, I think in 2006, 2007. You know what I mean? Ian and Chris came to my wedding. They've been a part of my life. I think we celebrated, coincidentally, my first wedding anniversary with them when they came down to vacation in Orlando. And my wife and I spent like half a day with them at Animal Kingdom. We had a good time. And I've met up with them at cons and things like that. Like, they are important people in my life, and I pour time into the Comic Timing podcast, trying to do that as often as I can, and everybody on Comic Timing rallies each other to try and do a recording. You know what I mean? Everybody's got different stuff going on in their lives. There's no set recording dates for Comic Timing. It happens when it happens, and when it happens, it's really great. Same thing with BK's Bullets. That's my personal YouTube outlet. I'm not doing BK's Bullets for 7 or 8 years with less than 1,000 followers or subscribers. Thank you to all of you that have done it. Now I think we're at like 1,500. But I'm not doing it for money. I'm not making any money on BK's Bullets or Comic Timing. We're doing it because we enjoy it, because our love of the medium of comic books, TV and film that are related to those characters that we love. And for Finn McKenty to just be like, hey, I'm going to start a music YouTube channel, and basically what he's saying he did is he read off Wikipedia and put in some pictures and music clips in there and called it a day. And basically phoned it in, but, and then comes out and says, I have have never had any interest in music. And I don't know if like something happened to him where he basically said like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. So now he's putting on this front of like a fuck you to everybody and all his subscribers, including me. I'm one of them. And his fans, and just being like, I don't need you anymore. He wants to do LinkedIn or something. I didn't watch his interview. I just watched Fantano's video. So yes, I'm missing a lot of context. But the basic idea here is, fuck you, dude. Yeah, I'm a little mad. And I'm just mad, I think, because what I was saying before is I'm pouring time and effort into these things. And I do a lot of stuff off the top of my head. I don't pre-write anything. I just, I read a book, I say what I think, I record it, I post it to YouTube with a little bit of editing for, audio. I made sure to get a microphone for my lapel. I made sure to get an intro and an outro, and I link all the things together. And do things like that, because that's like the basic things you need to do on YouTube. I feel like you owe yourself a responsibility. If you're going to do something semi-regularly, get an intro. I had my wife make it a couple years ago. I think it looks great. I still love it. We found some rights-free music to put behind it. But my love of the medium comes from being part of the comic timing community and the comic forums before then. The people I've met through there, all the people on the Comic Timing podcast, and the people that have guest starred and appeared on it over the years. I've formed connection with those people, and I enjoy talking about these storylines and what they bring to us, and the perspectives behind it, or found new things about new books to read through that community. And for someone in YouTube just to be like, hey, I was doing it for the money, who got incredibly lucky or figured out a way to do it, like, man, that just really, really sucks. It really sucks. It's as if Mr. Beast comes out and says, hey, you know what? I don't like making all these videos and I'm done, and just drops everything. Like, that may happen. He's got some scandals with the people he surrounds himself with, but, everybody's got a friend that turns out bad. I feel like, at some point in your life, you've got a friend that, like, maybe I shouldn't have been friends with that person. But notwithstanding, like, it just rings really hollow and really false, and it hurts. And I think, while I wasn't the hugest fan of his channel, I definitely noticed a downtick in his things, like his video quality being like, you know what? He used to really delve deep into these guys, and at a certain point, maybe like 4 or 6 months ago, it felt like maybe he was just reading a Wikipedia entry, and maybe that's what he was doing. Because he said, like, I never liked System of a Down, and then he finally does, or Deftones, and he finally does a System of a Down and Deftones video of, like, the history of them or whatever. And it's like, man, if you don't like them, don't make a video on it. Or if you don't like them, say why. Most of my stuff, I'm going to read a book, and I'm going to talk about it, and you're going to know whether I liked it or not, and I'm going to try and put together the reasons why I liked it or not to explain my perspective. Because what I think that you're coming to BK's Bullets as a channel, or listening to the Comic Timing podcast for, is our perspectives, because you appreciate our perspectives or like them or disagree with them, and maybe you're just like, you know what, I love everything Brent hates, so anything he says is bad, I'm gonna love, and that's why I'm gonna listen to him, because he frequently says this wasn't so good, and or says this was great, so I know whether to go to that thing he doesn't like or go stay away from that thing he really does like. Ian is like that with me. Frequently on our little Comic Timing chat thread, he's like, I love this, so I know Brent's going to hate it. Or if I'm like, I really love this, he's like, oh, I know I might not like it then. We're kind of, simpatico like that. But I think that's what makes our relationship and camaraderie and rapport so much better, is that we can laugh about that. There's so many things in life nowadays that are not worth doing if you don't enjoy them. So I'm saying all this to say this. If you're doing something you don't like, stop doing it. Don't do it for money. There's more things to life than just fucking YouTube or, watching YouTube or doing things you don't like. If you don't like your job, try and find a different one. If you can, don't hurt yourself, and unless you really need to, by quitting that job. If you need to support yourself and your family, figure it out, you know what I mean? But don't make silly decisions, and life's not worth living if you're doing things you don't like. So keep living your life, don't quit, and find something that you like doing, make a change. It's worth making changes. I haven't put out some videos on the channel for a couple of weeks. I had a lot of family stuff going on over the Thanksgiving break here, and a little bit before then. Tried to stay up to date, and when I come back from Thanksgiving, it was really, really hard. So probably you'll see more videos coming up over the Christmas break. I know the Comic Timing podcast, there's many episodes on our podcast feed you can go back and listen to if you want more Brent Cassina or Ian Levinstein or Donovan Morgan Grant. He's got his own stuff, Q no questions, no answers. Rap Suhu's out there. Jamal Eigel's an artist. He's fantastic. You can go read Wrong Earth Dead Ringers and enjoy his stuff out there. Brandon's got his own stuff going on. You can go visit him in the comic shop in Philly. So many things to do. Not worth waiting on one particular person to put something out. Go and enjoy your new Christmas gifts or your Hanukkah gifts, whatever you're celebrating this holiday season. Go and enjoy some sunshine or some snowfall if you got it. I live in Florida. It's sunny. It's going to be 75 all week long during Christmas. It may get down to the 50s. So you know what? I'm going to enjoy my family, enjoy our new gifts, and enjoy our time with each other. And after the kids go to bed, I'm going to enjoy sitting outside on my porch in the semi-chilly weather, having a nice cigar and going, man, it's not too cold to have this nice cigar and a drink. You know what I mean? Just enjoying the simple things that I like to do in life. And I probably will read some comics and I probably will record some videos, but it's not my first priority. It's not my main thing. So I guess, yeah, finally, fuck you, Finn. You did us dirty and I'm hurt about it. And I think it's fair to express my hurt and let that out there, to get it out as an outlet instead of stewing on it. Now I'm not that super pissed, but I'm like, you know what? Hey, this would make a semi-decent YouTube video to say, hey, fuck you, Finn, for being a faker, and to let you guys know that I'm one of the real ones. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this as an outlet for myself. I got certain things I like in my life. Comic books, you see on my background over there. You see my whiskey bar over here. Those are the two things, my two hobbies: enjoying nice new whiskeys, enjoying my neighbors who like it with me, enjoying a nice cigar with them. That's super fun. I haven't done that as a big group in a while, so probably over the Christmas break I might do that. And I enjoy reading books and talking to you guys about it and just putting my thoughts out there. You know what I mean? So, and I enjoy doing the Comic Timing podcast with all those fools also. So, anyways, if you guys watched all 12 minutes of this, thank you for watching. And we'll see you guys next time in the Funny Pages.